I'm replacing the hammer butt springs on a console piano because they were all broken. They were very weak, and actually they were not working. They were most of them were broken. The rest were standing there, but they were not touching the hammer butt. When you wanted to move them, they would just snap off and fall. So they were of very low quality, and they were old as well. So I had to replace all of them. There were not a single one that would actually work, that would provide the resistance to the hammer. And what this caused was that many of the hammers, they would not return when you play, or especially when you play faster, quicker notes, repeating notes, they would not return. The hammer would not return on time. So I'm replacing them, and I want to show you something. I purchased them from Schaff Piano Supply, and these are marked as a Spinet hammerbat springs, and they have they sell several different hammerbat springs, and the reason I'm using Spinet ones on this console piano is because different springs have different thickness to them, and also a different strength. So it's so I would not really put a spinet on a spinet, or a console hammer bass springs on a console piano, or upright on upright piano, without really checking. I'm always going to check the resistance and the thickness of the springs. So in this particular case, the spinet butt springs, they were matching the original thickness and tension on the springs on this console piano. So this is why I'm putting them on this piano. Otherwise, if I would put I believe there are 3 or 4 different sizes, types of springs. If I would put a stronger one, that would create issues with the touch. Every time you press a key, the hammers would be you would feel a great resistance on the hammers to basically overcome the tension from the springs. So in this case, I'm replacing these particular springs on this piano, and I believe that these are the best match for the piano. And as you can see, I have replaced quite a few already. Actually, I'm about 1/3 done, but it would take me another maybe 20 or so minutes, and I decided to just stop and take a quick video to show you how I'm doing it. It's a relatively easy job, so I wanted to just show in a detail how I do it. So if you ever need to replace and you've never done it, and so you know how it's done. So let me take a close-up video, and I'm gonna show you just a quick demonstration how I do it. Okay, so the first step is, of course, once you remove the rail from the action, it's to pull all the old broken springs. It's very easy. Just use a pair of pliers, and just imagine if this one was an old one, I would just clip it like this and just pull. And this is the way the old ones are removed. So the way the new ones are placed, you would see, okay, so you would see that there is a hole where the felt is, and through the wood there is a pre-drilled small hole that goes on the other side. So let me take a spring, take this spring here. Okay, so I'll take this spring. I'll try to find a hole, just right around here. And then you would see the spring goes on the other side. So there is a very tiny groove that was a pre-cut on this rail. And the reason is this: I need to bend the other side of the spring and push it in this groove. So that would make the spring tight and it won't really move around. And the way we do this is with a pliers, pair of pliers. Let's see now. Okay, I hope this will show on the camera. So I'm basically pulling with the pliers and I'm bending. You see here, bending and pushing down. Okay, I couldn't really do it very well because the camera is standing on my way, but basically I would want to push it in. Okay, this is how I do it. And then I will just take pliers, clippers, and I would just cut. I would cut right here. All of them. I would cut them right here. And you can already see these are very stable right now, all these springs. So once I'm done with all of them, I'm going to adjust the angle, of course, make them straighter for every hammer. I'm gonna adjust for every one of them, and that's it. Basically that's it. Then I'm gonna take the whole rail, I'm gonna put it back in the action, and we're ready to go. The piano would should play much better with no sluggish hammers.